Hello and welcome to another episode of this Work and Travel Overseas with Cruise Ship series. In today's video, I will go over the STCW courses. I'm going to explain to you what it is. I will explain to you how to obtain it, and also I will tell you who needs it, and I'll also recommend places where you can do them. I'm also going to be sharing with you examples of my recent courses that I have just completed, and then by the end of this video you will understand and be better prepared to do yours. Like always, a warm welcome to all our new members. If you have been with us before, I do appreciate and value your support. I am seeing the numbers going up in terms of the subscriptions. Keep the momentum going, guys. Keep inspiring each other and keep being engaged, asking questions. That way we can reach more people and be able to help them too. My name is 𝐌𝐑𝐄. I've dedicated this playlist Work and Travel Overseas to share with you everything cruising, to give you tips and techniques on what to do to better your journey of being a crew member. Now, I do value your support. Like I said, if you would like to see more content like this, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification icon so you will be the first one notified whenever I post a new video. With that being said, we are still on step number 6 of this 7-step process beginner's guide series, where I'm taking you guys step by step in all the requirements that are needed to become a crew member on board cruise ships. Now, I would like to begin and ask the question, so how much and how long are the STCW courses? Because that is one of the top questions I get regarding STCWs. Now, as I've mentioned in other videos, this will depend on the company that you will be working for. Now, a recent example from the courses that I've done was that it costed me 8,620 in South African rands, and that was over a period of 9 days. Now, it will depend again on your company that you will be working for, but then the basic courses stay the same. That is what I did in this course. Now, I'll explain a little later on what the basic courses are. I also did a video explaining the basic requirements to work on a cruise ship. I'm going to leave a link up there. Now, another question that I would like to ask is, what is the STCW? Basically, that is an abbreviation for the Standards of Training, Certification and Watchkeeping for Seafarers. These are internationally recognized rules which are set by the International Maritime Organization, or IMO, which is a specialized agency of the United Nations that directs, of course, these rules and makes sure that there are procedures in place for seafarers in order to carry out their duties safely. Now, the US Coast Guard basically wants to make sure that all crew members are well equipped in terms of their knowledge, and they know what to do in terms of, when there is an emergency. Now, if you ever will be sailing across US waters, you might encounter the Coast Guard, and this is serious, guys. This is the purpose of having drills, on cruise ships almost every week or on every second week, depending on the rules of, the company. There's a drill or training that is done to remind, crew members of their position, to remind them of their safety duties and what to do in case of an emergency. Because like I've mentioned in other videos, emergencies do not come knocking at the door and giving you notice. These are things that can happen anytime, and as long as you are sailing at sea, you will need and require this information. That is the entire purpose of this STCW. Now, the next question I would like to ask is, who needs these STCW courses? So according to the STCW regulation, all cruise ship as well as yard personnel that works on passenger vessels require these trainings, irregardless of your position and your rank. These basic courses you will need. Now, again, depending on your rank, there might be additional courses that you're going to be doing, but for the purpose of this video, we are going to stick to the basic courses. Another question that I get a lot is that can you do STCW courses online? Now, first of all, guys, these days almost all learning can be made possible online. However, I want us to know the difference between these. Again, like I've said, it will depend on the company that you are working for. Now, in my honest opinion, in my last 5 years that I've worked at sea, for the last company that I've worked for, I never had to do STCW courses online and pay for them because they're quite expensive. The company took care of this. What they did was they offered these courses on board and we did them online. And this was through, of course, an approved test center, which is recognized by the IMO. Now, this saved us a lot of money and, you know, a lot of time, because if you have to do them on your vacation or at home, this is at your own time. Now, there are courses that will require you to be done practically, which they did offer them on board. Courses like, you know, security familiarization and, you know, firefighting, basic firefighting. These courses they did on board. But for the entire STCW courses, I've never had to pay anything. So this will depend, the answer to this question will depend on the company that you are working for. Now, the answer was different in my old company. It would be a yes, it is possible, with an exception of some courses that they offered on board. Now, in this company, the answer will be different and it will be no, it's not possible. So do you see where I'm going with it will depend on the company? So what I always, you know, encourage people and recommend that they do not start doing the STCW courses before getting a job, because I've seen some people who actually want to do these courses even before they get a job. There is nothing wrong if you want to do that, but I think that it can save you time and money in a case where you do not need to do these courses on land, but that is entirely up to you. Now, let us talk about the basic STCW courses. The first course is the PST, or the Personal Surviving Techniques. This training module basically covers what needs to be done in a case where we need to abandon ship. Now, when you get on board, you will be trained on what to expect and what to do and be given your duties. Now, you will know, and depending on what you are assigned on, when we need to get to the stage, which will be a verbal announcement by the captain. If this happens, guys, there's only one thing that you need to do. Either you are in a life raft or you are in a lifeboat. You need to survive, basically, until we can get rescue. Now, situations are different and we need to be prepared for all situations. Think about a situation if you are, you know, thousands of kilometers away from, you know, land. There's basically no one that can come at that particular point. That is the importance of this course. They will teach you about, you know, techniques of getting food at sea, techniques on what to do for the first 48 hours when you get there, techniques about if there is someone who is injured. All these things will be covered, guys, on this course. I'm just giving you the basic information, but when you do get a chance to do it, you will experience it. It's actually a great, you know, knowledgeable and learning experience. Now, the next one will be the firefighting and prevention course, which we call also the FPFF. Now, this training module will give you all the basic details into the types of fires, the causes of fires, how to extinguish them using different extinguishers. Now, in my course, they actually took us to a fire center and we actually experienced it with real fires, guys, and how to fight these fires using different extinguishers. Again, like I said, it was a great experience, as I've never done this before. It does not mean now that I'm a firefighter, but it does mean that shall I have a duty on board to fight fire, or shall I need to do so, I am fit to do so. That is the whole basic, you know, purpose. Again, also on this module, you will get more information and details but I don't want to, cover a lot because I don't want to make this video too much. I'm just giving you the basics to, expect. The next one is the elementary first aid, or the EFA. This course provides the fundamental knowledge for delivering first aid for common illnesses or injuries, until professional medical help is available. Now, speed is number one solution on board, because shall there be a casualty, let's say an emergency for someone in your department or area that requires CPR, their life can depend on you. And if of course you are comfortable to do that, you can save a life. But then of course, until medical help comes, because there are medical staff on board that are more qualified and trained and fit to do that, they will come and take over. But then this is a basic course, even if you are on land, which is really important to have and not hard to do. The next one now will be personal safety and social responsibilities, or PSSR. Now, this is a comprehensive, module which is aimed to raising awareness about safety procedures, pollution preventing practices, and then interactive effectively with team members aboard ship, and also understanding the chain of command and enhancing communication skills. Now, this course also covers a lot, which is important, and I think for the knowledge of any seafarer, it is a course that will give you that confidence, even in situations, because we know that on board cruise ships we have multicultural people that you're going to deal with. So this course will equip you with that knowledge to at least make you confident and comfortable in your own environment. It is also important to know that these are the most fundamental STCW courses required for all mariners. There might be additional specific trainings that are required depending upon your duties on board. Now, there is, in my case, an additional course aside these, are 4 basic courses, which was the crowd management and security awareness. Also, these courses are also offered in these trainings, but they are an additional cost. They are not included in this 8,620 which I paid. Now, with that being said, this concludes all of our STCW courses, which are basics depending on the position that you have and the rank which you will be holding on board. Now, I would like to give you an example of where you can do your STCW courses. If you are from South Africa, there are 2 places that you can do your STCW courses. If you are from any other country, please guys, do this research and find out where you can be able to go and do these courses. You can go to Durban or you can go to Cape Town. Now, I do recommend the STCSA company. It's actually easy. All you need to do, you can go on Google and just Google STCSA, and it will pop up. Then you'll get the details. Just make sure that you make an appointment for the booking. They will, or an inquiry, they will send you all the details necessary, the dates, the courses, the pricings. It's actually a very easy procedure to follow. Once you know and selected your date, then of course you will now need to make the payment, or there is also an option they gave me to pay on the day that I arrive, but then that will depend on what you are comfortable with. I'm recommending STCSA because I had really a great experience, and I think that the instructors there that they were using were people, of course, that have practiced whatever course they taught before. They had the practical, application, the knowledge, the experience, and the training that they delivered was really nice. And they actually have great facilities. They provided us with, tea in the morning, lunch, and then some snacks, which was a bonus, and it was really, really good food. Now, that is the entire process. I hope that today's video did add a little bit of value to you and shed some light. Like always, it has been a pleasure hosting and presenting this lesson to you. This is Wandile Sambane signing off. Until the next one, stay safe, be good. Goodbye, my friend.